Okay. So in the last class, we saw about creating variables in a catalog item. May I know, have you created any catalog item? Okay. Okay. This is a catalog item, Samsung Galaxy A72, which Sai Kumar has created. Now, let us move to our next topic, that is variable sets. Okay. What do you mean by variable sets? So let us take an example. We have Samsung catalog items like watch, Samsung washing machine, Samsung mobiles, around 25 catalog items. Okay. And the client will come and ask like, I need two variables which should be constant in all these 25 Samsung catalog items. Then Sai Kumar, what he needs to do, he needs to go to each and every catalog item and he needs to create those two same variables, right? But which is very time consuming. He needs to create those two same variables in all the 25 related catalog items. Instead of that, ServiceNow has came up with a new configuration known as variable sets. So in the name itself is there. Set is nothing but a group of variable is known as variable set, where you can add the variable set in multiple catalog items. So this is known as variable set. Group of variables where which can be utilized in multiple catalog items is known as variable set. So now let us create a new variable set. You can come to variable set and you can click on new, or you can type in the filter navigator variable set. Both are same. Let us create one variable set. So we have two types, single row, multi-row. In single row, you can add single data to the single variable. In multi-row, you can add multiple data to a single variable. Just create a single row variable set. Give a name of the variable set like general variables for Samsung, and save the form. So once you save the variable set form, you will get an options to add variables. So click on new and just create those three variables which needs to be shown in all the Samsung related catalog items. So let me create those two variables, three variables as test one, test two, test three. Okay. So our first variable, let me create everything as single line text only. First variable, and still loading. So let me create a variables in our variable set. Click on new. Let us wait till the page loads. Some issue with the instance. It's not loading properly. What's happening? There is some issue with the instance. So let us see if there are any variable set which is already having variables. Let us consider this item access step, which is having two variables. Okay. Let us try to add this variable set into our catalog item. So go to your catalog item. Variable set, edit, and add your catalog item access step. So I have added that variable set item access step in our catalog item. Let us see how it will look. So click on try it. So these are the two variables, email and user criteria. So these two variables are automatically it's coming. So email is created by Sai Kumar. These two user criteria granted access and user criteria denied access is the two variables which is coming from that variable set. Okay. So let us take one more example of, let me go to all the catalog items of Samsung. Go to your maintain items and let me search for Samsung. So let me open the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. So for this also the same process. Come to variable set, click on edit and bring your variable set item access step to the right side. Save it. And if you click on try it, you can see those variables are automatically coming from that variable set. This is known as variable set, where you can add variable set in multiple catalog items instead of creating the same variables again and again in the related catalog items. You can group those variables in a set and you can add that variable set in a multiple catalog items. Is this topic clear? Okay. Now let me come back. And let us go to our next topic, which is catalog UI policies. Before going to this catalog UI policy, can anyone tell what is a UI policy, which Vijay has explained?
Field mandatory, visible, read only.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where the UI policy will run, whether on the client side or on the server side.
Client side.
Okay, so UI policy is used to make a field mandatory, read only, and visible. The same way, catalog UI policy is used to make a variable. If you are having some variables, so here you have email as a variable. If you want to make a variable mandatory, read only, and visible, you can utilize catalog UI policy. So if I want to make email mandatory, for example, if email mandatory when color is red, but you don't have color variables, consider you have some variable known as color, which is a choice. When you select color as red, you want to make email as mandatory. This is your requirement. Then you need to create a UI policy by giving the condition when color as red. Same like catalog UI, normal UI policy only. uh, Save the form and give what all UI policy actions you want to make mandatory or read only. Need to come here. Okay, in Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, we don't have any variables. Let us create some variables. There is some issue with the variable form in the instance. But you understood, right, the same process, how the UI policy works. If you want to make a variable mandatory, read only, or visible, you can utilize catalog UI policy. There is some issue from the variable form. Let us do this. Let me go for Galaxy A72 and let me create a catalog UI policy. So just making mandatory, there are no other variables. In my PDI, there was variables, but my PDI is down. Not sure what's happening. So select email, make it mandatory to true, and save it. So now, if I open the catalog item, if I click on try it, so the email variable is becoming mandatory. So how it is becoming mandatory? By using UI catalog UI policy, you are making your email variable mandatory. So here we have one option known as applies on catalog item view, applies on task view, applies on request item view. So what do you mean by this? So if you click on this checkbox, then it will run on the portal or on the native view. That is, you can see here it is becoming mandatory. But if you uncheck this and let us make in the request item mandatory. So if you save it and now if I refresh the form, and you can see here it is not becoming mandatory. But if you order this and if I open the request item, so here in the request item view it is becoming mandatory. So that's the difference between uh, how to use this. So if your requirement is asking to make on the catalog item view, you need to click on this checkbox. If you click on this request item view, then it will run on the request item view checkbox. Alright. And if you click on catalog task view, then that will run on, if you are having any task, if you want to run that, if you have want to have here, then you need to click on the applies on the task view. That's the difference we have in between this normal UI policy and catalog UI policy. So let us understand the difference between this normal UI policy and a catalog UI policies. So let me also open a normal UI policy form. So this is a normal UI policy form, and also I will keep it next catalog UI policy form. So firstly, in a normal UI policy, we have this global checkbox. Can anyone tell what do you mean by this global checkbox in a UI policy? What is the use of global checkbox in a UI policy? In all views, yeah, if you uncheck this global checkbox, you need to specify this view. If you click on this, then it will run on all the views. That's the use of global checkbox, right? So this global checkbox we don't have in catalog UI policy. Instead of that, we have these options, that is applies on item view, applies on task view, applies on the request item. Is the first difference clear for everyone between UI policy and the catalog UI policy?
Yes,
Clear? Okay. We have inherit checkbox in a normal UI policy. Can anyone tell what you mean by inherit checkbox in a UI policy?
the same child rate.
Yeah, correct. So if you click on this inherit checkbox, then all the child tables belonging to this parent table, the UI policy will execute. If you uncheck this, it will be table specific. But this inherit checkbox we don't have in a catalog UI policy. This is the second difference. And the last difference is UI policy needs to be applied for a specific table, but catalog UI policy needs to be applied for the specific catalog item or for the specific variable set. In a variable set also you can make a variable mandatory, or based on the requirement you can make visible or read only. So this is the third difference, where UI policy needs to be applied only for a specific table. Catalog UI policy needs to be applied for the specific catalog item or for the specific variable set. So these are the three major difference. First one is global checkbox, which is available in UI policy and not available in catalog UI policy. And instead of that, we have task view, request item view, and item view. And the second difference is inherit checkbox, where we have inherit checkbox in a normal UI policy. Don't have inherit checkbox in the catalog UI policy. The third difference is in a normal UI policy, it's a table specific, where you need to mention the specific table. Catalog UI policy needs can be applied for a specific catalog item or for a specific variable set. The difference is clear, and also the functionality of UI policy, catalog UI policy clear. It's the same as UI policy only, but here we are making a variable mandatory read only and visible. Any doubts in this catalog UI policy? Hmm. Yes, same. Here we don't have list only. Here directly form. We don't have the list catalog. In the list we can't do anything. We don't. We here we'll be not getting any list direct form. Yeah. Okay. Now let us move to our next topic. That is also same. So if I go to our catalog item, so next topic is catalog client script. This is also same concept where Vijay has explained on client script. Same concept, nothing change here in catalog client script. Here, instead of field, you are making a variable by using g underscore form dot set mandatory, set read only. All these functionalities what Vijay has explained. The same functionalities here also, nothing difference. But there are some few differences between a client script and a normal client script. So if I open a client script form, again I won't explain the same topic because it's already been explained. So can anyone tell what are the types of client scripts we have?
On load, on change, on sell edit, on submit.
Correct. So we have four types of client scripts: on load, on change, on submit, and on cell edit. Right. But in a catalog client script, we have three types, which is on load, on change, and on submit. On cell edit is removed. Why? Because just now Sai Kumar told that we don't have list, right? So that's the reason. We don't have any list in the catalog item. Directly catalog item will open in the form level, not in the list level. So that's the reason they have removed the on cell edit. So only we have three types of catalog client scripts, that is on change, on load, and on submit. Is it clear the first difference?
Yes, Vijay. Sorry, the session.
Yeah. And the remaining differences are same, where in a normal client script we have global checkbox, which is similar to UI policy differences only. In a catalog client script, we don't have global checkbox. We have this request item view, catalog item view, and task view. Second, third difference is also the same. We have inherit checkbox in a normal client script. We don't have inherit checkbox in a catalog client script. And the last difference is also same, where client script is table specific. Catalog client script is can be defined through the catalog item or for the variable set. Is it clear, guys? Catalog client script. Here also the same concept. G underscore form dot get value set value. Instead of field, you need to give your variable of your uh, catalog item. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So assignment for today: practice the variable set for your catalog items, and also understand the catalog UI policy and catalog client script. Create some random variables. Psychom receive only you have create one variable. The first assignment was to create all the variables. So just randomly create all the variables and practice catalog UI policies and catalog client script. And if you're having any doubts, we can discuss tomorrow. Okay. Hitesh, see you just joined.
Yeah, I
So
just joined the call.
yeah, please go through the recording
Uh,
sequence.
Definitely. Thanks, Shank.
Okay, guys. Bye.